Now, let us continue with force. Children, what is force? Force is a product of mass into acceleration. Force is a product of mass into acceleration. And we have already studied what are the units of force. The units of force are newtons and dyne. The unit of force is newton and dyne. Now, mass is measured in kilograms and acceleration is measured in meters per second square, and these two kg meters per second square is collectively called as Newton. In CGS system, mass is measured in grams, acceleration is measured in centimeters per second square, and these two are collectively called as dynes. These two are collectively called as dyne. Now, relation between Newton and dyne. Children, this is something which is left out in your first chapter, where in the textbook they have not touched this part at all. But it is very important for you to know this part, because then only you can study the relationship between units of work. Okay. Now, relation between Newton and dyne. So, let us write now. 1 Newton is made up of 1 kg and 1 meters per second square. So in the denominator. Now if we convert 1 kg, it becomes 1000 grams. If we convert 1 meter, it becomes 100 centimeter upon second square. Now if we calculate the zeros, total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And let me write this together. Gram centimeter per second square. Gram centimeters per second. So how many zeros here? 1, 2, 3, 0, 5. So 10 to the power of 5 gram centimeters per second square. Children, what is centimeter per second square? If you look carefully, gram centimeter per second square is nothing but dynes. It is nothing but dynes. So it is 10 raised to 5 dynes. It is 10 raised to 5 dynes. So 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dynes. It is equal to 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dynes. Now look here, children. Now look here. Here we have all whatever steps I had shown just now. Everything is written here. 1 Newton is equal to force. 1 Newton is equal to 1 kilogram. When the mass is 1 kg and the object is accelerated through 1 meter per second square. The unit of force is 1 dyne when a mass of 1 gram is accelerated through 1 centimeter per second square. So 1 Newton is 1 kg meters per second square. Conversion of kilogram to gram, meter to centimeter. This is how we have got the 5 zeros. So 1 Newton is 10 raised to 5 dyne. So this is already cleared, and this is second time I am explaining to you. Now children, coming to relation between Joule and Erg. Relation between Joule and Erg. We define work done as force into displacement. Here 1 Joule. So force, unit of force is Newton. Unit of displacement is meters. Correct? Just now we saw 1 Newton is 10 raised to 5 dynes. So in place of 1 Newton, I can write 10 raised to 5 dynes. And in place of 1 meter, I can write 100 centimeter. Correct, children? Now this is already 10 raised to 5 dynes multiplied by 100. Dyne and centimeter we have written together. So this is already 5 zeros, and add 2 more zeros. So it becomes 10 raised to 7 dyne centimeter. And children, what is dyne centimeter? Dyne centimeter is nothing but 1 erg. Dyne centimeter is nothing but 1 erg. So in place of dyne centimeter, we can write there 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 ergs. 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 ergs. So let us define now the units of work. The units of work are joule and erg. When will you say that a work of 1 joule is done? Work done is 1 joule when a force of 1 Newton displaces an object through 1 meter in the direction of force. Okay. Work done is 1 erg when a force of 1 dyne displaces an object through 1 centimeter in the direction of the force. And we have seen that 1 Newton is 10 raised to 5 dynes and 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 ergs. 10 raised to 7 ergs.